Hello and welcome to TA4 Fitness. I'm Coach Stefan and today we are going to be doing some exercise snacks. All right, what are exercise snacks? So exercise snacks are 2 minutes of exercise that you can squeeze in throughout the day. So if you're really busy and just don't have time to get in a full workout, do a handful of these through the day. You will make progress, you will gain some strength, a whole bunch of other good stuff could happen. And just, it's a nice little bonus that you can just mix in even if you are training too. Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to show you a whole handful of these, starting with ones that are more my favorite, and then we'll go from there. Now, one quick note, we're not going to do anything that involves the ground, because if you're just going to be at work or in the middle of your day and you're out and about, we just want to make this as simple as possible. So all you're going to need possibly to do these is a wall or a chair, which you might have at work even, and then otherwise just your body, okay? So we're going to start this off here with one of my favorites, eagle arms. And one other thing to note too is we're not going to do any exercises that you couldn't do often. Now you might be sore from some of these, so if you're sore, you wouldn't want to do them back to back in like one day then the next day. So you could take a day off, do a different type of exercise snack the next day. But you're not going to find any push moves, for example, like a push-up, because most people tend to do too many push moves already, especially guys. And so these moves are all going to be posture. They're going to be really good stuff for you that you can just mix in and get your exercise snack in. All right, so here we go. First one here is eagle arms. This is one of my favorite moves because this is shoulder health, this is mobility, this is just a whole bunch of good stuff for you. It's going to work your whole posterior chain. So you're going to just, first rule though, before we get into any exercise, just one last thing here. If you have any pain in these moves, come out immediately, shorten the range of motion, whatever you can, but do not work through pain. If you work through pain, you're just going to end up injured. So modify the exercises. And if you have any questions, reach out. I love helping people. I love what I do. So reach out. All right. So here we go. Back to exercise snacks. And the first one, eagle arms. So what you're going to do here is you're just going to stand up. You're going to hinge on over. Your palms face you like so. Think of a flat back. A lot of times I see clients will round like this. We want to keep everything like in a nice spinal alignment. Imagine that there was a stick on your back connecting from your tailbone to the middle of your back and your head. So when you hinge over, you're kind of in straight line here, all right? So that's the first step. Hands are towards you. You're gonna let your arms come back. So you try and get your torso as close to parallel with the floor as you can, but right about here is fine. You're gonna send the arms back. Your thumbs are gonna rotate in. This is internal rotation of the shoulder. Then you're gonna spin around. Your thumbs rotate down. They rotate up, and then you come back in under. Now for this move here, you're just gonna go 2 minutes. Now over time, this might be really hard in the beginning, and over time, it could get easier, so you can add time here if you ever wanted to, or even hold 2 light objects in your hands, which can make this very hard. And I would start very, very light, like something around your house. Don't definitely grab a 5-pound dumbbell because your range of motion will significantly decrease. But you're going to just keep doing this move. And remember, your hands rotate in, then your thumbs rotate down. Right about when you hit about here, even with your side, you start rotating forward to the sky. Back and under. Clicking and popping, if you can hear my shoulder, is fine as long as there's no pain. And if you do have pain, let's say you have pain here, lower your arms and see if that helps, but still rotate your shoulder, your fingers. And there's another exercise we can do if you do have pain here, which will still be just as great. So there's your eagle arms. Awesome exercise, one of my favorites. All right, number 2 is wide leg forward flexion. So it's the same position, but this one here, I like to say this one is also a mental endurance test. And it's also better for you if you do have something going on with your shoulders and eagle arms were bothered. This is all you're going to do is basically the same thing. Your feet are going to be a little wide. No, actually, on the last one, your feet were more neutral. This one, you're a little wide. And so back up here. So last one, my feet were just like this. And this one, my feet are going to go wide like this. All right. So feet are wide. I'm going to bend my knees. So I come into the same position almost as the eagle arm. But now I'm just going to bring my arms out and my thumbs up to the sky. And we hold here. Remember, don't make the mistake of letting your body dip down and your back round. A lot of my clients do that. Come on up, head in line with the spine, and hold there for 2 minutes. Now, this is a mental challenge more than it is a actual endurance challenge because your mind's going to give up first on this one. Most of my clients, unless there's pain or something going on, can hold for 2 minutes, but your body's just going to want to say, your mind's going to say, oh, let the arms rest. And your goal is just to say no. And then after you get comfortable at 2 minutes, once again, you can add weight here, all right? These two are awesome. They work your whole posterior chain, and they're great ones that you can do anytime. All right, now next on the list here, we're gonna go into wrist work. Now this one here is great because a lot of people have very, very tight wrists in my assessments of people. And so this one's gonna be really beneficial. You could do this one on a wall or even a desk. I'm gonna show the wall version here. What's gonna happen is you're gonna make a fist like this, right? I'm gonna turn a little bit here so you can see. And what's gonna happen is if I were to walk back, my feet back like this, that puts significantly more weight in the wall. Do not do that, all right? Get nice and vertical. What you're gonna do here is you're gonna try and let this hand come all the way down to the wall without letting this elbow bend. Some people are so tight they have to let the elbow bend, and that's fine, because otherwise you'll be in a lot of pain, you'll injure yourself. So this is an assessment too. So you're gonna come down, then you're gonna do the other hand down, and now you're gonna try to use the muscles of your hand to push away from the wall and make a fist again, and push away from the wall and make a fist again. Over time, you can do one at a time like I'm doing here, one, then go up, up, and then you can start going down to the other side. Then I would go down my left, right, and then I would do right, left. Or you can start doing doubles over time so you can pop down, pop on up. And this works the back of the hands, which aren't often trained, and it works your wrists, and it's gonna give you some mobility. So all of these are great here, okay? Now, there's another exercise that's pretty good here, and I'll show you that one as well, but this one is the primary one most people need. And this one is basically, though, the next one is you put your hands on the wall, and you're gonna push into the wall, but keep your fingers all the way up to where your fingers end onto the wall, and you're gonna push up. Now, I have a lot of opportunity for mobility here, because when I have my hand on the wall, I can't get my hand vertical. A lot of people can get their hand perfectly vertical from their fingertips here. I cannot, so my hands are a little tight. And so if I were to do this quite often, every day, I'd probably improve here. But the same thing here. Now this time you can walk back. You're gonna push into the wall, keep your fingers on there, push in the wall. You might get some cracks in your knuckles, push in the wall. And this one, you're gonna get some mobility in your hand, but you're gonna feel your muscles on the other side of your wrist work. So between these two exercises, you hit a lot of the muscles up and down your wrist. So if you want to try and prevent against carpal tunnel and stuff like that, these exercises are great because they're gonna work the muscles around there, but be careful if you currently have anything that's inflamed. You never wanna work through pain. And so in the beginning, if you have anything going on, you might just wanna just go really lightly and just do the stretches here, and sometimes even hang out here. And that's just a nice start to help with just getting some mobility without the strength too, okay? 2 minutes, just like I said, or whatever you have time for, a minute, anything's great. All right, moving on here. So all those are awesome. Those are my kind of top ones I would start working on. Now we're gonna go into some different stuff for like, that might get your heart rate up a little bit more or actually build a little bit more different strength in different parts of your body. So we're gonna go with calves. Now, this exercise can get you very sore. So you're gonna put your hands on a wall. You're just gonna walk back. If you can walk back till you get a stretch, that's cool, but if not, no big deal. And this could be anything. Put your hands on anything in a park or something if you're out and about. And all you're gonna do is calf raise. You're gonna come all the way up, all the way down for 2 minutes. Now, once again, I'm warning you, if you haven't done bodyweight calf raises in a while, this can get you very, very sore. And I know this because I have a lot of clients. I train some police officers at a police gym, and they tend to be pretty aggressive. And I tell them the first time they do it, I say, you probably don't wanna try, the goal is to get 100. I say, you probably don't wanna try and get 100 your first time because you'll be very sore. And they all do it and they get 100, and then next thing you know, I hear that they weren't walking so well the next few days. So this can get you very sore. So in this one here, if you walk back till you get a stretch, you're gonna get some mobility. So you get some ankle mobility, nice stretch down there, all the way up, all the way down, and rest as needed, all right? Over time, when you can get over 100 reps, you can switch to singles. And it's really good for Achilles tendon health, putting a lot of blood flow down there. It's good for your calves and strengthening your feet and everything. Also, just another side note, you can and should be barefoot in this move if you can, or in some zero drop shoes like I have my Paluvas on here. I highly recommend stuff like this because it's just really good for your feet to have A, contact with the ground, B, have zero drop. So it's really good for you're not getting a heel lift, and then just other good stuff. You wanna take care of your feet. Your feet are like tires on a car. So if you can be barefoot or socks or in some zero drop shoes, great. Okay, moving on. Now from here, we're gonna work the opposite side. And we're gonna do, let me bring this over here so I'm not walking off camera almost. We're gonna do some tibialis raises. So if you're, once again, near a wall or near something you can put your butt on, put your butt on. My feet are about, I have larger feet, like 12. So mine would be roughly about a foot length off the wall. So if you have smaller shoes, your heel would be about a little less, about that size. So what you're gonna do then is you're just gonna put your hands on your knees and you're going to pull your toes up as high as you can, come back down and do as many tibialis raises as you can. This is actually a surprisingly good exercise for your knee health. So are the last, those are the last one actually too, with the stretch and the strength. Anything upstream and downstream from the knees is game. If you can build strength and mobility and soft tissue health, it's all good. So this one's gonna work this tibialis muscle. It's your brakes for running. This one can help prevent shin splints if you have nice strong tibialis, strong and mobile, like I was just saying a second ago. And so it's just a nice one that you can do. This muscle does not get sore, so you can really burn this muscle out here and get as many as you can in 2 minutes, and you probably won't feel it the next day. But still, as always, just take it easy your first time. And then every time you do this exercise, just try to improve. All right, moving down the list here. A bunch of stuff you guys can do for 2-minute tortures. All right, so now, if you're at work or somewhere with a chair, this one's gonna get your heart rate up, so you'll be a little out of breath. And all you're gonna do here is as many box squats as you can in 2 minutes. There's some different power test facts out there that says like, I believe it was going off memory here, but if you're under 60, you should be able to get like, I think it's 17 box squats in 30 seconds. So you sit back, try to get your feet mostly straight. You're gonna sit back, touch the object that you touch with your butt, chair, come on up, touch. You should get about 17 reps in 30 seconds. You've doubled that up through the 2 minutes there. You're at 34.68 in 2 minutes. So that just makes it a lot harder to keep that up. But that's right around a goal. That's a decent goal. But even if you do this once or twice a week as your 2-minute torture, and you just count your reps, first time maybe you get 30, next time try for 31. Simple as that. Just little improvement. And over time you will improve and get stronger. Moving on. All right, now we're gonna go into another wall one. And this is just a wall sit. It's the torturous wall sit. So if by chance a box squat bothers your knees, remember we never work through pain. So if sitting down too much was bothering your knees, you can start building some strength in this by just coming into a wall sit to the depth that you can manage. Now, I like to, if you have your feet together, that's cool because your knees can't come in and so they're kind of stopped, but you can have them a little bit apart. And I like when I come down in here that my knees are just like right around in front, about my ankles, maybe a little bit in front of my ankles. And then you go as low as you want. So if my thighs are sloping down, this isn't perfectly vertical. And if I go down even further here, and if I were to rest a dowel or a stick on my legs, this is a really challenging wall sit for 2 minutes, all right? So you're just gonna do your best here. You can come in and out. Next thing you know, you got a little blood flow in your legs, a little strength, all good stuff. All right, we're almost getting done here. Couple of bonuses here. If you have, when I used to have a desk job, when I worked in IT, my building had stairs, and luckily for me, mine was up to the 9th floor, and I was on the basement. So I could go all the way from ground to 9 in 2 minutes, and 9 back to ground in 2 minutes, and it was 4 minutes my day, easy peasy. So that's an option if you have that at work. Not everyone does. Other options could be if you're out in a park and you got a little bit more room to kind of do stuff. You can do some just basic cardio. So you can run in place for 30 seconds to get your body a little warmed up. You could switch to half jacks for 30 seconds. Then you could do some lateral line hops. You can hop a little bit side to side, bunny hops for 30 seconds. Anything that would get your heart rate up a little bit is good here. And then you can even end with some skaters, which is really nice because a lot of people lose that ability to lateral bound. So you start here, get a little bit more open, keep going, and hold that balance. And you can do skaters for a minute, maybe start with some half jacks, do some hops, and then go into skaters. All good stuff, 2 minutes. All right, last two. So if you have a desk job, and if you're sitting for a lot of day, Soleus Pushups or Soleus Calf Raises have been proven to give a lot of benefit for just something that you could do. So imagine this was a desk here, and I'm just sitting there. All I would do throughout the day is just do calf raises. So you could put a little sticky note on your computer and just do calf raises. Just come up and down, just do calf raises. You're typing here, you're just doing calf raises. And they're called Soleus Pushups. And you can make a lot of changes to your body by doing those. It could actually improve your metabolism, other stuff. So that's just a little bonus there. And last one is if you also have a desk job or you work from home, I created a sit-down desk. You can buy sit-down desks at home. And you could literally just spend time sitting with your legs crossed and have your desk right here, looking at your computer here. You could sit with your legs straight. Now, if your mobility is really challenged, this might be really hard. And so over time, you'd have to increase your hamstring mobility. There's a lot of mobility work out there you can find. I have a lot of free stuff on this page. Or you can sit in positions like 90-90 and also try and work on the computer. If you're really tight here, this would be hard. So you'd be sitting up here. You can hold this leg. Sometimes if you're watching a Zoom or something like that, Easy peasy the way to get lots of mobility in throughout the day. So I hope you like all these bonuses. Hope you like these exercise snacks. Ask me any questions, throw a comment, throw a like, and we'll see you guys around. Take care. Hey everyone, if you like this video, please check out this one. And if you can, click like and subscribe here. And if you want to see more workouts from me, you can check out my TA4 Fitness app, available as an app or as a web page. The link for that's below. And stay tuned, I'm going to have a lot more videos coming to this page, a lot more good content. So hope to see you guys here. Take care.